Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, just out for a ride on the bike. I've had the panniers sprayed up and I'm just taking them out for a spin just to see what they feel like, basically. So obviously we won't be blasting about at hundreds of miles an hour, because I think they're only rated up to 75 miles an hour, something like that. 120 kilometers an hour anyway. I have no plans to go anywhere special. Like I say, really just testing these out, seeing how they feel. Ooh. Yeah, but I got them sprayed up, look spot on. I did find a fault with one of them though. One of the mechanisms that lock it onto the bike. There was well, it wasn't locking. One wasn't secure as the left side wasn't as secure as the right side, so I thought, well, I'll have to have a look at this. So I took the mechanism was off. You know, the whole locking mechanism actually comes out, you know, like on a bit of plastic sort of thing. I'll show you when we stop. But yeah, and there was a circlip missing off a bar, which pulled two other bars, and one of the bars had come off because the circlip was off, so I had to put a new circlip on. And but once I'd done that, and it all went back together okay. So yeah, that was a bit of a pain, like, has to be said. Yeah, but it's working fine now. Like, it's solid on the bike. Mind you, I do keep checking to make sure that they're both there, as you do. So I've just put some petrol in, so just gonna follow my nose really, so where particularly I want to go. I think I'll probably head out west. Yeah. Well, I might have a blast down the motorway actually. And then again, yeah. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the way that they look. You know, the guy that sprayed them for us, a guy named Paul Armstrong of Brampton. He's got his own place. Does a lot of agricultural stuff. But he's worked with my brother for a long time. So it was my brother that put us in touch with him. But he got them done reasonably quickly, within a week. You know, sort of did it between jobs that he's doing already. And yeah, got them done really quick. So I'm quite happy about that. And at a very reasonable price as well. So where shall we go? Yeah, I think we'll head, we're stopping here anyway. Give us time to think where I want to go. Come on, lights, Jesus. Hey. did they put fucking lights on bloody roundabouts, eh? There you go. CB1000, I think. Other motorbikes kicking about today. I'm not surprised because the weather, it is roasting hot, which is why I'm whining so much about having to stop on the roundabouts. Yes, it is roasting like. Just while I'm on about it, there's a guy that I like to watch on the old YouTube myself, a guy called Mr. TRP. I don't know his real name obviously, but his channel's called Mr. TRP, as in Tango Romeo Papa, Mr. TRP. And he's started a really good idea. What he does is on his end screen, on his videos, he puts a link to another vlogger that he watches, which I thought, what a great idea that is. So I'm going to start doing that myself. You know, linking you know, people's pages, especially, you know, small content, you know, or, yeah, small content submitters, is that the right word? Creators, that's the word I'm looking for. Small content creators. You know, maybe they'll get a few more subscriptions as a result. And I thought, yeah, what a guy. It's an Australian guy, like, but I thought, what a brilliant idea that is. So at the link, or in the end screen, you'll find a link to Mr. TRP's channel. He'll obviously have to be the first one, as a nod and a thank you for the great idea. So yeah, brilliant idea. So check that out. I know you're going to have to sit through all my crap, but you could if you wanted. If you get bored, just forward to the end and it'll come up on the end screen. And I'll be doing that from now on. Like, I'd stop putting end screens on, you know what I mean, just a little bit of a ball ache, like, you know what I mean. I thought, no, I'll start putting them on. When I saw him doing that, I thought, what a great idea. A little bit of wind. Well, I have to say, I'm not feeling it from the point of view of you know, the panniers catching them or anything. It's a beautiful hot day though, maybe even a little bit too hot. Maybe should have put my summer jacket on. Yeah, so apart from the panniers getting sprayed up, I haven't really done anything on the bike. The only thing I have done is the fender extender. I took it off because it was starting to get a little bit loose, which is a bit of a pain. So I might have to think about that, just whether I'm going to put it back on or not. And if I do decide to put it back on, how I'm going to fix it, you know, so as it's not going to go anywhere, like, as I wouldn't like it to, you know, if I, well, I say tape it on, but using the 3M stuff, the double-sided stuff, whether I'm going to do that again, which I probably won't, obviously. What a stunning day. Yeah, doing the locks, putting the locks in the panniers for that one key system was a bit easier this time, especially as I had the you know, which is it barrels? Can't remember the name of these things. Anyway, the little bits that go into the locks themselves, you know, I had them all written down, which one goes in where. So yeah, it was a lot easier this time round. Just trying to figure out where to go today. I don't know. Like I say, I'm just following my nose here. I'm not really bothered where I've gone. Just getting the feel for these things. I'm thinking about getting a drone again. That DJI Mini 2 looks like a good little drone. Shoots in 4K though. I probably wouldn't use 4K myself. I'd probably just use 2.7 for most of any shooting that I did. You know, when you're shooting at 4K, like, the files are bloody huge, yeah. This possibly wasn't such a good idea on this road. This will be packed today. Yeah, a lot of traffic about on this road today, like. But yeah, I'm really seriously considering getting a drone. You know, it was after being to Hermitage Castle and what have you, you know what I mean? Because let's face it, the footage that I took there was pretty bad, like. You know, That was really because I'd used HDR on that DJI Osmo Action camera that I've got, and of course if you're filming in HDR it doesn't allow you to use the stabilisation. I tried stabilising it in post, but it just looked weird, so I just left it as it was. Like, I did take some stills as well, and maybe I should have just used the stills, but yeah, you know. It's a busy day on the A596. Or the 595, should I say. Look at all that traffic. Yeah, overtaking, I'm sort of like making sure that I'm leaving enough room. Oh, she's a wide girl. She's got a big ass on her now, I'll tell you. They actually stick out further than the mirrors. Not a lot further, but they do stick out further than the mirrors. Oh, where do we go? I think I'll head, I was thinking of heading to Sillis, but I think I'll head towards the Lake District. Maybe have a run down the A66 or something, or the A591. Probably the A591. Certainly initially. Now, with all this slow traffic, I think it's going to be a queer long video. In a car like mine, look here. HRV. Executive model as well. They're a nice car then. But Honda quality has definitely gone down the pan. Probably since they started making them in Taiwan, like. But I'm sure it's the same with all cars, you know, like the panels on them now are just flimsy as anything, like. Lovely day. So I'm going to stop somewhere. I'm not sure where. I'll find somewhere. In fact, if I go on the 591, there's well, I'll maybe stop it now. I'll stop at the 591 because there's a nice lay-by there. Bloody hell, you would think it was Sunday. You speed it up a little bit now. He's one of them arseholes that goes at 50 mile an hour when there's traffic approaching on the other side of the road, oncoming traffic, and then when there's a chance to overtake will speed up. Fucking clown. You know the type I mean, don't you? Jesus, man. Trying to get a load of traffic behind now, I know. This bugger here. I've just been hit with a load of flies, I know, I think. Certainly been hit with something. Where's that noise coming from? Is that coming off that wagon or me? Yeah, it's coming off the wagon. God. Yeah, I'm going to be editing out a lot of this video. Editing out the bloody swearing, I would say, no. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Slow it down a bit, Mark. 75 is your limit. Hey. So I think, well, maybe not. Doesn't look like there's loads of stuff on the camera lens, but there's a load of stuff on my bloody visor. I don't know what's hit it. It's a pain in the arse, this road, at the best of times. And here 595. A lot of traffic on it, like, and especially at you know, like when shifts finish and after shopping finishes. And the worst thing is, bloody NHS actually stopped the emergency treatment at the West Cumberland Hospital, or some sort of treatment anyway, and they're having to ship people through here in ambulances. And you can imagine in an emergency, you know, things like, you know, the maternity side of things, particularly because the maternity was shifted through to Carlisle, or the consultant-led maternity part of it anyway. It just shows these politicians have no idea about what goes on in real life, like. I'm starting to climb on my soapbox. There's a lot of things in the world that is boiling my piss at the moment, like, I'm not going to go on about it, but unbelievable, it really is. All the things that are going on. Torpenhow. You know how that's pronounced? Trepenna. It's spelt Torpenhow, but we pronounce it Trepenner. It doesn't make any sense at all, does it? Yes, it's pure madness. Pure Cumbrian madness. Oh. Here we come into Bothell, Little Holland, as I like to call it. And we're going to turn off on the A591. Which I think everybody else, no, not everybody else is. I thought there'd maybe be a lot of them. There is a few of them turning off, heading towards Keswick. As I can imagine, there's quite a lot of tourists out at the moment. Even though Cumbria tourist board has told everybody to fuck off, basically, unless you've got a, what do they call it, unless you've had a negative lateral flow test. You know, this is just one of the other things that's pissing us off, like, you know, that is one of the things that's pissing us off. Papers, please. I want to see your papers. We have ways of making you comply. Yes, we are turning into a fucking Nazi state, and there's no question about it. And the worst thing is, it's these fucking lefties that are bringing it about. Oh, there is a lay-by up here somewhere. Could have got in there, like, but I'm sure there's one down here somewhere. Nice big lay-by. There's Binsey. Got a nice day. Bit hazy, but it's a nice day. I haven't passed the lay-by yet, have I? Must be just the speed that I'm going. There's one. Oh, yeah, it is. We'll have a stop in here. I'll give you a deke at these things. Gotta be careful when you get off the bike, like. Deke at the size of the arse on that, like. Jesus, Jesus, it's massive. But yeah, it's this whole bit here that I had to take out. Yeah, but there's like how many bolts is there? 5, 9. Well, there's 5 hex bolts and 4 Torx, which you just undo on the other side, and then under here where the, what do you call it, is the oh sorry, under here where the catch is for the door, you have to push that down to be able to pull it all out, but came off pretty easily. So I don't know if anybody else has had any trouble with things like that happening with their panniers, but it's quite an easy fix. So I'm going to have a cigarette, might as well. So we will see you shortly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. Now, something that I noticed was that one of my panniers had shifted slightly, or well, either that or I hadn't put it on properly. Now, it could have been when I got up to 80 miles an hour, well, it was 86 miles an hour actually, when I was passing that truck. So, doucement from the here on in. A little bit of a worry, that. I tell you what, when I was stopped there, oh, I was roasting, absolutely bloody roasting. This is a nice road, this though. Nice for a little blast down. I've been on it many a times, as you know, but you know, look, I've left my pockets open again. Duh. Oh, you bugger, get closed. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, sod it. Let a bit of air in, if anything. As long as I don't wind, it doesn't wind up with my tabs flying out. I'm not too bothered. Yeah, the right hand side pannier had shifted slightly, I think. I assume I will have put it on right. Lovely view that is of Skiddaw. Lovely view that. third highest mountain in the Lake District, behind Scafell Pike and Helvellyn, I think. Sure, Helvellyn's higher than Skiddaw. That's lovely. quite a beautiful part of the world, the Lake District. Look at the size of them mushrooms. I was going to have a stop here just to check those whatchamacallits, but I think I'll wait until we get to the further up this road anyway, somewhere like the White Horse or somewhere like that. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be alright because I wasn't going at all fast, you know what I mean? But if they aren't alright, I mean, the question, what's going on? People, oh god, that was a big one, very big one. Just got splattered in the windscreen. In the visor, that is. Big green bogey of some description. Sticking the hand out the window there. There's Blencathra, Hallin Fell. a very busy A66 today. Because it's one of the main trunk routes through from the M6 to the west coast. Places like Workington and Whitehaven. Well, this is a parking space. I think I'll pull in here. Just have a quick check of those panniers. Looks like there is. Let's have a peek at these. Like I say, I don't expect it to have shifted because no, it hasn't. Like I say, I haven't done any speed at all, so yeah, they're fine. It's something I need to watch. If I've got these on and we don't exceed the safe working speed of the blooming things. Cyclists. There we go. Tosser. Bit more wind up here. Actually wondering which way I should go back home, that is. Whether to actually have a blast on the motorway or not. And obviously I don't feel very confident. I assume that, you know, up to 70 miles an hour they'll be fine, like, but But with wind gusts and what have you, does that make a difference? Who knows? Have they factored that into that? Hard to say, isn't it? Ooh, 66 mile an hour mark, 66. Have you lost any panniers yet? Great mouth fell. Tell you what I should have done when I stopped. Should have closed my pockets. Oh, let's nip to Greystoke, I think. Oh, we've got the Wanna-See festival here, haven't we? Like the fake band festival. Putting in the forest. Pretty much where we're headed, actually. We haven't got band practice this weekend because of two of our members coming to this festival, so not interested myself, like, really. Get a bit of air in the helmet, I think. nicely ventilated. Squirrels, eh? Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously I haven't had much to say this time round, but yeah, I think I'll call it a day at that. So if you've been watching this, thanks for watching, it's much appreciated. Remember to click on that link to Mr. TRP's channel at the end of it, or at the end of this. And yeah, worth a watch anyway. It's a decent bloke. So look after yourselves, look after the people you love, and till next time, peace out.